everyone, welcome to another Lucklight Plays. This is actually a Lucklight Plays Gaiden, which means that in any of my Gaiden episodes I will kind of break the rules that I've set on the original videos that I run. They may run longer, they may have a bit more grinding content to it, and they may just be one-off episodes, like this one. This is an old Nintendo game called Shadowgate, obviously, on the screen. And I wanted to do this one because, one, I used to love this game as a child, for its difficulty, for its adventure. And two, they're actually making a remake of it, coming out on the 21st, on Steam, which they will bring in new graphics, new music and stuff. So I wanted to run this one on the Nintendo before that came out, 5 days before, as the time of this recording, and get myself reaccustomed to the game and hopefully spark some interest in you guys for picking it up. So here we go, we're going to begin the adventure of Shadowgate. I'll let you read that. And I'm not purposely going slow, it definitely writes out this slow. Okay, so we are at the beginning of the game, and we just read the opening crawl there. Warlock Lord wants to summon a behemoth, wants to take over the world, we need to stop him. A lot more fancy than that, but that's the general gist of it. So, down here, let me explain the tenets of the game here. Obviously you have your game window here showing you what's going on. So you see a door, there's a skull, there's some rocks, there's grass on the floor. Here is where all your items will be appearing, and you can cycle through this and find your items. Here's your torches, which if your torches go out, you will die. So that's kind of your makeshift time limit. It's very lenient. Moving up and down your inventory is through these two buttons here. You see that there's also a spell tab, which I don't have any spells at this point. The self button, which is you use to use items on yourself, and this save button, obviously. And here's all the actions you can do. You can look at things, you can take things, open, close, use items, hit things, leave, which is supposed to be leaving items, but that's more of a carryover. Essentially, this game started as an Apple Macintosh game, where your inventory was limited, and you had to drop stuff if you didn't need them anymore. So that's where that leave button kind of comes from. You don't need it in this game. You'll never see me push it, except for maybe right now. There, that's it. And speak, which you can speak to. Well, you can speak to things. So let's get this started. Oh, one more thing. The move button. This is how you move from room to room. You can either select it in the game screen here, so if this door was open, I could push this and it'll move through it to the next room. You can also use this to give you an idea of where the doors are, where the exits and entrances are. So you may see some here that aren't on the screen, and just useful things to pay attention to. So, let's get this show on the road. We're gonna try to open this door. Alright. Easy enough. Now, in this game, you want to look at everything, you want to explore, you want to see what you can see. So, doors opened. Let's look at the skull. Death lurks inside. Now, I happen to know where things are in this game, and I will use that knowledge to not make this drag on any longer than it has to. This is going to be a long episode, but it doesn't have to be too long. You want to try to finagle everything that looks like it's different, but you want to be careful about it. Some things will kill you. Actually, most things will kill you. This game is almost notorious for deaths. So I happen to know there's a key under that skull. So you want to open the skull and not use. You want to take the key. So let's move on in. Eyeballs. Now the enemy already knows we're here and is already taunting me. Alright, so we got that out of the way. First thing you want to do is take these torches, because they are going to be very, very handy. As I said, torches are kind of your time limit. And you can look at all your items, small iron key. And you can also kind of interact with all of the things that are on the screen here. So, like, if I use the torch on this, say, this rug, there's nothing underneath it, but I got rid of it. So let's look at everything. Pretty small door. And a big steel door. So let's try to open these doors. Door is locked. Door is locked. So this is the point where I had to use that key that I found outside. So if I didn't find it there, I would have had to go back outside and look for it. Alright. Door is open. Let's move on in. Alright, so we have this room. So let's try to take the torches. Got that. And got that torch. Now you notice that this torch here is in its own little separate category here. Something out of the ordinary. And that comes for a puzzle later. Now, let me show you what happens if you're not careful in this game. So if I look at the floor, there's nothing. I look at the book. Ancient tome. Nothing weird about it. Candle. Now, this is why you shouldn't take everything that's not nailed down. You remove the book, and you immediately die. And we'll be seeing... I don't know if we'll be seeing that skull a lot, but I remember seeing this guy a lot. So there's a lot of deaths in this game. But luckily, death is kind of a slap on the wrist. You go back to the room that you were in before, and you can come back in and retry. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to open the book without taking it. And inside the book, you will see that there is a key. So let's take that key. And we're going to leave that book right where it is. We're going to head back to this other room, now that we have this key. We're going to head right inside there. And you can see that my torch is already almost out. Now, the flames will actually go based on the amount of turns you take. It's not like me sitting here right now is going to put the fire out eventually. So we're going to use this other torch here just to keep ourselves on the up and up. And we see a sling. Kind of looks like a jellyfish. Sling, And a sword. Double-edged broadsword. And a small leather sling. And that's all there is in this little closet. So let's head back right up here. And we have these 3 rooms here. Let's waste no time, let's just open these doors. And let's head to the room on the left. This room is really cold. Take some more torches. Taking torches is a very, very needed thing. You'll see that my torch already went out. And I will try to open this door. And I can open this down here too. Now, if I look at it, you don't see anything, but I happen to know that this little ladder ends here, and then you just fall to your death. So we're not going to do that. This game loves to kind of cheap you into a death. Ah, yes. The music is not, pretty indicative of what's going to happen. So you see some eyes here. And you see all these items strewn about. Now, your first instinct would be to just start grabbing. But something tells me these eyeballs here are not going to let me. So I'm going to pick up the shield first. And there's a shield just in time. Dragon Flame. So you can probably guess what would happen if I didn't take the shield first. So now that we have the shield, we can start taking stuff. And every time you do, Dragon Flame will spew forth. Now, the thing about this room is, if I keep taking stuff, I will not be able to... The shield will eventually melt, and then you die anyway. So what we need to do is walk out of the room into the cold room that was hinted earlier, and back in. And now we can take stuff again. I like to do it every 3, just to make sure you're safe. So I'll just speed this up here. Unfortunately, you need kind of everything here. Otherwise, I would have just grabbed a few things. So let's move back out again. And move back in. And take the skulls. Of course I can take them. And that iron-bound box there you can't take or open, so we're just gonna let that sit. There's also that gold pile here. The pieces have been melted together. That's your hint. But we have everything we need here. So let's go to a different room. Alright. You see a shark go by, you see a skeleton out here in the water, holding a key. If your first instinct is to go get the key, you're wrong. The shark will get you. So let's just pass by it for now. To a waterfall. So we see all these little rocks here. We do have a sling. So let's pick up these stones. Whether we need all of them or not, it doesn't matter, let's take them. So you see here, there's a stairway here, but it's blocked by a landslide. Unfortunately, there'll be no way to clear that. Oops, better use another torch. this box is indicative of that, that stairwell. But, if you can kind of see it here, on this waterfall is a path. See it? So let's move through it. So we found this little cave here, and we see this, this rock, this loose rock. So we're gonna hit it. Pow. And we find a bag. No need to take the bag, just open it. And we find some jewels. And these jewels will be keys for later. Some holes that we can stick the gems in. Now, where did we see one of those before? And if you guessed the cold room, you are correct. So, back to the cold room. See that hole near the door? Let's look at it first. Small hole in the wall, some 3 inches deep. So let's go through our inventory. Alright, let's use this gem. And a crystal appears. And it's cold as ice. Oops. I used the wrong move. Well, I showed you that. I showed you the trapdoor. That wasn't scripted, but oh well. So where did it put me? I have this. Alright, so I don't have the gem yet. Alright, so let's do that again. Sorry about that. I got to show you a death. You notice that both of my torches are slow now. I don't remember them going out this fast. But we got plenty. So now that we have the sphere, the crystal sphere, let's head back here. Now, the hint being the sphere was cold as ice. I think you can understand what I'm going to do with this. Bloop. The water is now ice. Little side note, because of the palette, because of the limitations on the NES palette, hitting the skeleton here produces the only, like, white POW box. Kinda useless, but, a little fun thing. So we got a key 3. That'll come in handy later, obviously. Now, the sphere, you notice is still there. Now, we want to get that back. So we're going to use the torch on it. Now, if we use the torch directly on the sphere, the torch will go out and we'll be screwed. So, let's use it over here. So it it froze to the surface, and rose to the surface, so let's take it back. We'll need that again. Alright, so now that we cleared these 2 rooms, we're gonna head into here. Now, we want to be careful about these coffins. You see one that's open here. It's a door. You see one here that's kind of stoned over. This one here will kill you. I'll tell you that right now. Slime will come out of it. This one here is kind of a jump scare. As best as Nintendo can give you a jump scare. Here bag pops out, and here, there's a mummy. So let's open this bag. Find some copper coins, let's take them. And the mummy, well, mummy being dry, we'll just put him on fire. And we find a scepter. Alright, so we got everything in this room. Three mirrors. First we're going to take these torches. And a broom. Might need that later. Might need to do some cleaning. So, two of these mirrors will kill you if you hit them. One of them won't. We're going to use that hammer we found. We're going to use the hammer, not hit the hammer. We're going to use it on the middle one. Now, if you're a little bit disappointed that I'm not showing you every death in this game, there are some videos on YouTube that have all of the deaths, and I welcome you and recommend you look at them, because some of them are really surprising. One of them, like the two here, is you hit this mirror here, and a portal to space opens, and you get sucked out and you suffocate. And then this one is just glass, like slices through you and kills you, and you turn into a slump on the floor. They're actually pretty graphic for Nintendo, which is really surprising. So we use that key we wanted to have later, and this hole will kill you for now. And we're gonna move forward. Another extremely hot room. The heat is unbearable, and I have to turn back. So now where do we go? Nothing here will help me. We've already explored all of here. I wonder if it's this little hole here. Maybe I have to hit it. Yes. Secret passage. Alright, so let's take this arrow. And we can take these torches. We can take them. Why not, sir? They're fastened to the wall. I wonder if it's because we can use them as a lever. Look at that. Let's move up here. Nope. You actually can't go into that door ever. Alright, so now we have two bridges. One, it looks kind of and then one that's kind of nice. Let's look at it. Yeah, it kind of gives you a clear hint that we shouldn't be using that bridge. But you do notice, if you look, they kind of have the shape of a serpent. So let's remember that for later, because we may need to come back here. Either way, let's head through this very sturdy bridge. Oh, hello. Excuse me while I take these torches. So we have this wraith, and this green thing, which is a heavy cloak. Well, better light up another torch. Now we need to figure out a way to kill him, so we can get that torch. Excuse me, get that cloak, and get that door open. I'm afraid to get near it. Yeah. I would be too. Look at this guy. So, this puzzle actually got me rather confused. All of us in my family, actually, that played this game, rather confused on what to do. Kind of a stumble in the dark kind of moment for us. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use a torch, a lit torch, on your magic torch here, your special torch. Torch burns with a strange white flame. With a shout, you throw the flaming torch at it. And it's gone. So what they failed to kind of explain to you is that the special torch was actually kind of like a holy torch. Had like holy stuff on it, and that's what killed the Wraith. So, now that we have this cloak, let's put it on. Barely fits over my useless armor. My paper-thin armor. You also see on the movement box here, there's a path over here. But it's too high for me to reach. Kinda makes you wonder what that was supposed to be, if anything. Or a red herring. Alright, so... First we take the torch, as always. And we got a bottle 2, a bottle 1, and a scroll 1. Let's open that scroll. I'm so excited, every scroll. 5 to find, 3 are 1, 1 gives access, the bladed sun, the silver orb to banish below, the staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the golden blade, the last to invoke the platinum horn. Yeah. That'll come into play later. Can't take the rope. But I can take this. Okay, I can't take that. Look at it. Some sort of magic word. We got a magic spell, everybody. So, I think you can probably figure out what it's supposed to do. Read the word backwards. Yeah. Let's use it. And there we go. Remember that hole in the mirror room where I said if I fell down it, I would die? For now, that's what I meant. Now that this rope is here, it provides us a shortcut. However, we're not done in this room. I'm going to give you about maybe 5 seconds to see if you can see anything else in this room. Give up. See this? See the cracks? It's a door. So we have another round-shaped hole here. Another good place for a gem. Now, I am picking the right gem. Only one will fit, and that red gem wouldn't have fit. So, it's not like I'm just picking a random one. So he pretty much reiterates what that scroll was. And wishes you well and gives you a scroll. Let's open this one. As the shadow of the wind thou shalt be, Humana. Alright. And back up to this room. So, with the cloak, somehow we're okay with fire. Kind of backwards in my opinion, but hey, whatever. So, let's just open this door. Oh! What is that? A flaming horror. Obviously, if we try to hit it or attack it, this thing's gonna rip us apart, so... What do we have that can maybe put out the source of its energy? These flames. If you guess the sphere again, you are correct. The fire drake immediately dies. And we see this kind of oil. Now if we relight this, we will die, so there's no reason to. Let's move on. So we're in this dark chasm. There's no reason to stay here, so let's move on. Oh, hello. It'll cost me a gold coin to cross. I don't have a gold coin. I have copper coins, which he will figure out is a copper coin the second you give it to him, and guess what he does? If you've guessed kill you, you are right. So let's just get rid of him. Just kill him and move on. Oh, hello. So we see a Cyclops now. And he's ready to go. So, being a one-eyed monster, and if you know your Zelda, whenever you see a one-eyed monster, you kind of want to shoot a projectile at him. Put out that eye. Also, you're David and Goliath, I suppose. Boom. But, remember, a stone can't kill as well as a sword can, so now while he's down... There we go. Now if we just used the sword, he would have killed us. If he... I believe he gets up later if you don't kill him, so... But, now that he's gone, what's with this well? Open it up. There's a bucket. Apparently you have to open the bucket. And we find a gauntlet. Now, one small thing. It may seem like I'm going really fast in this game. It's kind of because I know all the puzzles. As the first time, quite a few of the times that I played this game, it was a lot slower. We actually hit the time limit rather easily, and we died. It took literally a family, myself, my mother, my father, my sister, to figure out all of these puzzles and beat this game. Which, again, mentioning the remake that's coming the 21st, there's going to be all new rooms. They're bringing back quests that they cut from the game. So, it might be like that again. I may have to call in the reserves just to figure out some of these puzzles. And also, you have to remember that this was at a time before GameFAQs, before the internet. So, if we didn't figure it out on our own, that's it, you don't win. You're done. Put the controller down. You'll never see the ending. So, this is the... What am I looking for here? Ah, yes. You see that another hole here. So we're going to use our last gem. And it opens the bookcase. So you can open the book and there's nothing in it. Well, actually there is something in it, we just can't read it. But there's this drawer sticking out here. Let's open this. And we see our fire almost going out again, so let's use a torch real fast. Alright. So we have some scrolls, we have a key, and some glasses. Let's pick up the glasses and the key. I'm going to open the scroll. Instantum Illumina. Which, if you can guess your Latin, instant light. I'm so excited. Lands under the heavens, the key to the world. Terra Tarak. Remember that one. Alright, and that finishes up the desk, so let's close it up. Alright, so we found a key and we found some glasses. What about those glasses? Let's look at them. Glasses are worn. Well, let's put them on. Maybe they'll make me look more intelligent. You try the glasses on, they fit perfectly. You can't see very well. Let's look at that book. Ah, with the glasses we can understand and read what you couldn't have before. The light grows faint, the path winds round. Where life is lost, wisdom is found. The seed of the dream, for the evil is free. Where the sword is hung, he must place the key. A bridge to from, amidst burning death, a demon to guard. Motari Razeth. Quite a mouthful. And the book is gone. So we have quite a few spells now. So let's take all the crap in the room. Poker. Bellows. There's a cup hanging here. Now, these may seem like useless items, but they'll come in handy eventually. And while we have them, I'll have it open here. I should probably look at these bottles. Notice that the bottle is impossibly light. Anyway, what do we have here? We have a window that we can jump out and kill ourselves. We have a fireplace, which, you know, just to give the room more ambiance. Let's I mean, it's best I don't do that. There we go. So, and we have this globe here. It shows all the known lands. Looking closely, you can see a seam along the equator. Now, what do we have here that can deal with that? Remember the spell? Lands under the heavens, the key to the world. Spell was chanted. A large crack appears around the equator of the globe. Open it up, and we find some stuff. A bottle 5. Key 6. Alright. We have everything we need here, so let's move on. Okay, so let's move on to the next door. Oh boy. This looks fun. So let's take everything here. Another bottle 2. Bottle 4. Test tube. Another bottle 2. I wonder if that bottle 2 is useful, since they're giving me so much of it. And so let's take this horseshoe. And we can look at things now. The green thing. Strange poisonous looking liquid in the pot. Yeah, let's not drink that. Still mesh cage rattles constantly. Let's not go near that either. What's this? Looks like a frowny rock. It's a rock with a handle. Let's try to use it. Stone rises slowly, and there's a shining vial. Sign of the cross, huh? Simon Belmont would find that very useful. Moving down here. And we have a flute that's kind of being pushed up by this fountain. Now, it looks serene. From its mouth spews an acidic liquid. So if you didn't look at that and you just tried to use that, yeah. I think the way it describes the death is, I don't want to do it only because, you know what, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. Look at this. What is this? Kneeling down to the fountain, you drink a handful of the acidic water. You can't even scream because you no longer have a throat, let alone a larynx. Yeah. Let's try that again. And a death's kind of hurt your torch count there, so let's use another one. That's why I'm not doing as many as I want to. Again, YouTube has plenty of those death videos. You should check them out. Alright, let's take this flute. Because we had that gauntlet we found earlier. So we have a flute. Let's waste no time, let's use it. And the flute made the tree open. So let's take this, what looks like a guitar pick, and we find a ring. It's a ring! Set with a large black sapphire. Well, now if I see anybody I like, I can put a ring on them. You're free to boo at that joke. Alright. Moving on, opening the door. 3 rooms. So let's just take this crab first. I don't believe we can take the tapestry. Nope. It's a nice tapestry. Now, let's try to open some doors. Locked. Locked. Won't open. Locked. Luckily we found some keys. So let us find those keys. We got a key 6, which I believe opens this one. Nope, I chose poorly. Opens that one. Now, didn't I find a key 5? Yes, I did. Alright. Let's check out these rooms. Oh! Hey, buddy. It looks at you indifferently. So, let's speak to it. It doesn't understand me. Whatever. Now let's move on. As he moved, the Sphinx spoke. No one may pass without my permission. To pass, you must answer a riddle. Yeah. First burnt and beaten, drowned and pierced with nails, then stepped on by long-faced animals. Dost thou know? Bring me the answer to my riddle, and I shall let thee pass. So, this is why I took all that extra crap. Can you figure out what it's about? Yeah, it's the horseshoe. So let's use that item on him. Is it this, buddy? You have correctly answered my riddle. Yeah. Now he'll let us go. Observatory. Again, I can jump through the windows and die. Scroll 5. I wonder if that's why he's using today to summon the behemoth. So if we look at the star map here, it's an ornate carving of a shooting star. You object is made of silver and is extremely heavy. That's because it's not part of the map. And I just happened to know that was there. You can see billions and billions of stars. The map seems to be only loosely attached to the wall. That was your hint. So let's take what this looks like a bottle of perfume. It's actually a rod. It's made of cast iron. Hooray! Oh, hello. You're so captivated by the woman's beauty that you momentarily forget her predicament. Yes, in the moonlight she is even more beautiful. That's your hint. If I look at her. And you see this thing here. Some sort of spike. How would I know if I touched it? If I didn't touch it, yeah, whatever. So here's the thing about this. Like, I could waste a death here, but I won't. She's a werewolf. Your hint was the moonlight. You were supposed to figure that out. Most people figure that out by trying to take the thing and getting killed. So we need to first of all, what kills werewolves? Silver. And if we looked at this earlier, silver arrow. Yep. That's it. As you plunge the silver arrow into the beautiful woman. I guess you, like, just kind of thrust at her. You don't really... Yeah, she's a wolf now. Anyway, she's dead. Also, funny thing. If you hit her, even when she's dead, she kills you. Kind of a glitch. It's in one of the videos, the death videos. I welcome you to watch it. Let's make note of this, by the way. Right one goes down, middle one goes down, right one goes up. I missed that a lot when I was a kid. And then went, how do I solve this later puzzle? Alright, a horn. Let's take that horn. Oh. Oh, hi. It's a dog. It's a hellhound. And they said hell on a Nintendo game. Alright, so what gets rid of a hellhound? Maybe it's this holy water that I made a stupid Castlevania joke about. Boom. Alright. Now we'll get the horn. And we'll move on. Oh, hi. Hi, dragon. How do we get rid of you? It's a wyvern. Oh, from Xanadu. Damn it. This thing's gonna kill me. This beastie is a dragon. Distant cousin of a dragon. But is smaller and fiercer. Great. What's this? A talisman. So I want that, but that thing's gonna kill me. How do we get rid of it? Maybe a shooting star? Again, not a puzzle that you would immediately figure out, but... So I shoot that star at him. It explodes into a million pieces. Oh, that's satisfying. That is so satisfying. I hate wyverns so much. So we got the talisman. So how do we get through this door? We don't have any more keys. We don't have that key 4. As you may have noticed, you may want to rewind a little if you didn't see it. As I went into this room, the way the Nintendo loaded the room, there was a hole here. I don't know if that's supposed to be your hint or not, but you're able to burn this away and take this key. Took us a while to find that back in the day. Alright, so we can move on, but first we cycle through our stuff and light another torch. And we find yet more doors. And some torches. Got those. Moving on. So here we are in a balcony. Nothing immediately here, so let's go down here. So we have a pot of gold and a bag. Leprechaun must have skipped town. Now, obviously, if you take this pot of gold, you will die. And I say obviously because it's Shadowgate, but at this point, even though I haven't showed them to you, you should be always recognizing that everything is going to kill you. So we open the bag, we take the gold coins and the big coin, and leave that pot of gold where it is. So, you may see that little rod there on the, that hole. I just ruined it. You see that hole in the corner there, and you stick the rod in there. Because it's a lightning rod. And it made a skeleton hand come out with a wand. And take the wand. Goodbye, hand. Bye. Alright. Now we could move on, but we do need to go back. So this is the perfect time now that we have the wand. We need to go all the way back. All the way back. Past this bridge. Past this kind of room. Gross room. Down this hole. That won't kill us because we have a rope. Down here, past this room. Here we are. Remember this bridge? It was only a half hour ago or so. Come on, you remember it. We need to be able to get across it without dying. Remember the bottle, too, that was kind of weirdly light? That was your hint. Let's drink it. We're floating now. Now we can go through. Oh. Now, this is kind of... This room here, the snake, is kind of taking on the whole, the game just became self-aware and realizes that you're going to see everything as being able to kill you. You wait for the creature to kill you, but it still has yet to move. Upon closer inspection, you laugh at your foolishness. It is only a statue. This game. Alright. So this is where we use our wand. As it shrinks. There it is, folks. Here is the Staff of Ages. Well, some of it anyway. Now this is the part where we have to combine the staff. I believe I have all the parts, I'm not sure. It's been a while. But I stick that horn to it. Golden spike slides right into place. Do I have the other part? I know I'm not done with it. It's not the talisman. It's not the horn. It's definitely not the... It's not the scepter. Not the random rocks. No, maybe I don't have the third part to it. No, I know where that is. Sorry about that, I know where it is. And the bottle wore off, so if I try to go through that, that bridge again, no such luck. So, let's go all the way back. Through the hot room, across the bridge. Oh! The troll's back, and he's holding the spear that you chucked at him. Now, I could try to pay him off, but I think he's going to be a little bit sore, the fact that I threw a spear at him. But all is not lost. Remember the spell that makes us shadowy and windy? You're as invisible as the wind. Sucker! Moving right along. Ugh. Hello. So you're a king, huh? A dead king. Royal skeleton. Seems to be something in his hand. Hopefully it's me using another torch. Alright. Now, when you think of a king, what do I give him to get that thing in there in his hand? Maybe a scepter, huh? You can now see a ring-shaped hole. Gee, I wonder what I stick in there to open the next part. Maybe a ring? A secret passage. Alright. They're giving you 4 torches here. So either they think I'm really gonna die a lot here, or they're just replenishing the fact that you've probably died a lot. So, there's a passageway to the left. That's gonna kill you. It's kinda obvious, in a way. Just the way that... Yeah, let's just... yeah, whatever. It'll kill you. Alright, so, there's gargoyles here. Let's take a look. Ugly as all heck. Why am I touching it? It was cold to the touch. Why am I touching it? So, let's shock him a bit. Takes you a few moments to regain your senses from the Nova Burst. Seems the gargoyles were also affected and haven't yet recovered from the spell, allowing me to travel through. I'm gonna have to use that every time I go by this room, by the way. Swimming would not be wise. I wonder... yeah. Obviously. So, let's look at this gargoyle statue. It's not... I don't know what it is. Holding a basin of smoldering coals. There's a door over there, but can't get to it. So, what do we have here that can get us to it? Maybe the only spell we haven't used yet? A bridge to from, amidst burning death, a demon to guard. There's your hint, folks. Let's use it. There's our passage. I could jump into the lava and kill myself, but... So, we have this kind of great thing. And we have these. Not wasting my time. Handles. And we have this hole. You also notice that the cursor's moving slower, to give you kind of an ease of how to open this. So if you remember the stairwell near the Sphinx, where I said, hey, pay attention to this, let's do what the stairwell said. there's the ticket. It's the silver orb. Let's take that. And it closes. Oh, stick it on our staff here. Power emanates from the staff. The three are now and forever one. So, 5 to find, 3 being the staff, 1 being the key, and 1 being the pathway. I have all 5 of those items now. But there is one thing, there's one death I do want to show you here. I moved in and out so I wouldn't have to do all that stuff again. If I try to move down here, look at this guy. Hey, buddy! He decides to eat you for breakfast. Alright, anyway. I got my staff. I'm good. Actually, let me look at it just to make sure. Because that would be so stupid if I went all the way to the end and then lost on a technicality. Using a torch. Because deaths like to put out your torch for some reason. Alright, good. So, moving on. We need to use our instant light spell again to freeze the gargoyles. And moving on. So we get a room with a well. Let's try to open this door. Door's locked. Door is covered with dust and dirt, meaning it hasn't been opened in a while. I remember one of us back in the day thought that the way to open that door was to use the broom on it to dust the door off. But no, it's actually this well. Because that's what used to always confuse us as kids, because we never expected doors that lead to, like, you couldn't open, and passageways you weren't able to go through. We didn't really understand that concept for Nintendo, because it was kind of new, in a way. So we would always wonder, what's behind that door? What's up on that passageway? Anyway, let's finish this off. So, we have this well. Jumping down it would obviously kill us. But we have this coin with a well engraved on it. No, I want to use the torch. I want to use the big coin. Let's chuck it down there. A huge wind erupts from within it. So now that we have that, we can safely travel down. Stand above a beach, looking down upon a river. So, what they don't explain to you is this is the river Styx. Oh, I guess it does explain it to you. River's water's dead calm. It wouldn't surprise you if this were the river Styx. Never mind. So, let's bang the drum. So, he wants a fare? Let's give it to him. Gold coin. And we board. Screaming silently, huh? Alright. So, one more time, I'm going to read the prophecy. 5 to find, 3 are 1, the staff. 1 gives access, the bladed sun, the talisman. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Yeah, we got that. Joining to the golden blade, which means put blade on staff, then orb on staff. The last to invoke the Platinum Horn. Now, if you also remember the spell of Motari Rizeth, I also had a hint for what we're supposed to do here. Seed of the Dream for the Evil's Free. Where the sword is hung, he must place the key. So those are all your keys for what you're supposed to do here. So let's find that talisman. Hang it underneath the sword. If we use it on any other one, laser beams come out of the skull's eyes and kill you. Laser beams. And the last to invoke, the Platinum Horn. And the door opens. Oh. It's the behemoth. So here we are in the last room of the game. So you have this pathway, and there's the Warlock Lord, and there's the behemoth. Now, let's look at him. His back is turned, so we get one move before he kills us. So anything really we do here, he's gonna blast the hell out of us. I'll show you once. Well, except for, I guess you can't blow the horn at him. If we try to use the staff on the Warlock Lord, he fries us first. You have failed! Oh, we get to watch this again. So, to beat the Warlock Lord, we're actually going to have to use that staff, but we're not going to use it on him this time. What happens if we... Well, I have to find it first. The problem with having too much stuff. Let's use it on the behemoth this time. You pray as you raise the Staff of Ages, it has a power that the prophets claimed. Boom. And he looks around. Hey, what? It was you, wasn't it? Prick. Thrashing back and forth in great pain. It's very quiet. So that's how you beat him. You distract him. you shoot the behemoth, and then the behemoth thinks the Warlock Lord did it, so he takes it with him. It's over. And here we are. Somehow everybody knew that I already did this. It's no longer allowing me to hit A, so... You're bestowed a kingdom to rule, and the king's fair daughter's hand. You know that the quest is over, others await. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing and of new tales to tell. first story's end. And that is it. That is Shadowgate in roughly an hour and 10 minutes, minus all my, well, plus all my talking. So, I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I do. I encourage you to give it a shot yourself, whether it is on your Nintendo or an emulator. Although I can't condone emulator usage, legitimately. And if you like it, or if you enjoyed this, I welcome you to give Shadowgate on Steam a shot, starting August 21st. Chances are when you see this video it might already be up, so give it a shot. I know I will be, and hopefully we see more of that in the future, because, I mean, this game is pretty old, but some of the stuff that happened in this game, like the adventure, all the deaths, very memorable, very memorable. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope to see you again on another episode. I will be continuing Pool of Radiance very soon, and I do have a backlog of games that I do want to show you. So, I welcome you to watch that as well. So, my name is Lucklight. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.